What is a property tax rate and how does it work? Imagine getting your annual property tax bill and wondering how that number was decided. That's where the property tax rate comes into play. It's a percentage or a set amount that local governments use to figure out how much you owe each year based on your property's value. But how exactly does it work? Let's break it down. First, the process starts with property assessment and valuation. Local assessors look at your property and determine its market value, which is what it would sell for in a normal sale. This value is based on factors like location, size, condition, and recent sales of similar properties nearby. Usually, the assessed value for tax purposes is a fraction of this market value. For example, in many areas, the assessed value is about 40% of the market value. Once the assessed value is set, any exemptions you qualify for are subtracted. Common exemptions include the homestead exemption for primary residences, which can reduce your taxable value. After exemptions, what remains is called the taxable value. This is what the property tax rate is applied to. The property tax rate itself is often expressed in mils. 1 mil equals $1 of tax for every $1,000 of assessed value. So, if your property has an assessed value of $40,000 and the tax rate is 25 mils, your annual property tax would be calculated by multiplying $40,000 by 25 mils, which equals $1,000. Local governments decide the tax rate each year. They set it based on the budget they need to cover services like schools, police, fire departments, and road repairs. The rate can vary depending on the community's needs and the specific districts within the area. For example, a school district might add an extra tax rate on top of the general rate to fund local schools. Understanding the assessment process is key to preparing for assessment. When assessors evaluate your property, they consider recent sales, property type, and condition. It's helpful to review your assessment notice carefully. If you believe your property has been overvalued, you can appeal the assessment. To stay prepared, keep records of any improvements or repairs you make to your home. Check your assessment notice for errors and see if you qualify for exemptions that can lower your taxable value. Knowing your local assessment ratio and how exemptions work can help you estimate your future tax bills. In summary, the property tax rate is a set percentage or amount that local governments apply to your assessed property value after exemptions. This calculation determines your yearly property tax bill. Staying informed about how your property is valued and how the rate is set can help you better plan for your taxes each year.